So we took...
No, he's probably fainted or something. Here's a truck. Alright, run us through.
So we got a flight from Australia over to the UK, somewhere up there, and then the UK over to Casablanca. So we took off down right along the coast here, went through towns like El Jadida, Safi, Essaouira. We pretty well hugged the coast the entire way, all the way down to Agadir, Tagazu, down to Agadir. And then what you'll see in the rest of this video is us going from Agadir, heading inland, sounds like Cherudant, Talion, Taznak to Ouarzazate. You'll see we had our first hiking experience. So we didn't ride that little part of the route from Taznak to Ouarzazate.
Spoiler.
We head up through here to where we are right now as we record this. Oh, what am I doing?
What?
I wasn't supposed to go that far.
Oh. Cut.
When we first flew over to Morocco, we thought it would take us only 3 months to do the entire route. Stopping to surf in places for weeks at a time doesn't really allow much time to get the rest of the route done. So we met some guy in Tafedna that said you can just pop out of the country and extend your visa just by getting in and out of the country. So Abby had a little look at some flights and found some cheap ones to Porto, and we popped over to Porto. And we dropped off our boards and wetties at a hostel that we formed like quite a good relationship with the owners there. We'll have to pop back down to go grab them before we get the ferry over to Europe.
Yeah, so when we got back from Porto, we flew back into Agadir, dropped all our stuff off. Our bikes are so much lighter now, which makes such a difference. But yeah, we left Agadir, pretty much just cut straight across through all these beautiful towns, amazing landscape, across to Ouarzazate. From here, we're going to head straight up. Next kind of major city will be Fez, but before then will be lots of mountainous towns, a little bit cooler hopefully. The heat's been pretty brutal. Heading over the Atlas Mountains. Yeah, and then we'll head to Tangier, get the ferry. Basically, since we've left Agadir, we're heading north until we get to Scotland for Christmas. Oh, yeah.
So we can call this next route Morocco to Scotland. I will say, not sure if I'd recommend riding this route when we're doing it right now. It's
in the
pretty,
summer.
It's pretty hot.
Got any fun facts or a joke?
Yeah, we're struggling to talk on the spot, but yeah, let's pull out a joke.
Your stand-up comedy career.
No. Alright.
Hello. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye, Mumush. Australia.
Australia.
First servo camp out.
We've met a few bikepackers and they said that you just rock up at the gas stations and just say, can I sleep here? And yeah, it works. Go high, go high, go high.
A glass of Gout original Coke. Delicure refreshant.
Does it give you gout?
It's worth it though, after that fucking ride. 37 degrees. 40 something. I think, no, we did about 50 k's.
In what I haven't seen it. Will reckons it's nice. So
It's at 2 single beds, but
I don't really want to touch after today anyway. It's so hazy, you can't even see the back
mountains.
What are you excited for, Will?
What am I excited for? Chicken Ben Omar.
And I'm excited to find a watermelon. Bit of desert watermelon to rehydrate the cells. Got a lot of elevation tomorrow, so we're going to get off early and we need to make it to this campground because Bill wants to watch the Origin.
Calm the blues, calm the blues.
Friday the 30th. Today we are heading further into the mountains, 41 k's of straight elevation, 900 meters I think it is. Just arrived at our accommodation for tonight. We're at a cafe. We've just ridden 40 kilometers with our, well, on Strava it's our biggest incline. How many kilometers of hike or bike do you reckon we did today? Did 15 kilometers walking our bike up a hill.
We weren't sure that this place existed, so we're kind of just riding into nowhere, and Will was like, oh, it's alright, we can just pull up wherever, like when we get tired. And then I had rode off for another 5k's, and I was like, actually, we have no water, we can't stop anywhere. You bloody dingbat.
Complimentary tea on arrival. Drinking tea along every town we go to. Some little bit caffeine scat.
It's getting G'd up because we get to do the weekly 50. Fridays.
Yeah, my brain's gonna be fucking either fried or fucking ready to go. Fucking, oops. It's the sickest landscape.
This is what we've got tomorrow. Decline.
Yeah. Probably all for now. Goodbye.
My assistant.
She's done this one.
But now I get to do something that I've been wanting to do this whole trip, which is hitchhike in the back of a pickup truck.
Yep, hopefully we have some success with that.
We're not even 3k's out of town.
We only literally just
Literally just left, and I was like, oh, this road's so easy. wee. And then I looked back, I was like, no Will. Will has no credit on his phone, so I couldn't find my friend's him. Still didn't see him, but he also just whacked his head really hard. At the ATM, there's like this shield thing, and he hit his head really hard, and I was like, oh no, he's probably fainted or something. Here's a truck.
Hopefully we're going to Ourrzazate.
Please.
Yeah, of course.
Is that coming from the speaker or is that everyone? Yes. I'll just have a shwiya.
Yeah, okay.